Hi guys, today is May 6, 2020 and futures pointing to a higher open as private payrolls dropped by 20.2 million versus 22 million expected actually, so it's a better number. And a lot of optimism about the reopening of the economy, but in general I would be careful with buying stocks, but futures are high, people are optimistic, and let's jump to SPY. SPY, looks like it's going higher this morning, but in general I'm watching this convergence of the Magda, so I would be careful in buying stocks in general. Okay, so let's jump to corporate news. Disney. Walt Disney reported actually adjusted quarterly earnings of 60 cents versus 88 cents, so a miss. But revenues beat and helped by surge in Disney's Disney Plus service and Hulu service. So in general, the numbers were not as bad as I expected. Actually, I thought the numbers will be a lot worse, but the analysts were saying that this quarter the numbers may reflect what's happening to Disney, because pretty much all their businesses in what the pandemic hit right now. The parks, the ESPN, the movies, and everything else. But they're helped by Disney Plus and streaming services, so not as bad. So in general, I'd like to buy Disney if I'm establishing a new position. I'm a shareholder, but if I'm establishing a new position, under $100 for sure. Like 95 would be a good price for Disney. Okay, Beyond Meat. So Beyond Meat reported really good numbers. Actually, swung to a profit of 3 cents versus 7 cents loss expected. Revenue more than double from a year ago, and that beat analyst expectations because of the increase of demand from its partners, and also it's taking advantage of meat supply shortages. So as you know that there's a lot of meat supply shortages right now, and price for meat increased a lot. So Beyond Meat is taking advantage of that and lowering their prices, and the shares are going higher, and I would be interested in the Beyond Meat. I think it's a very good company to be in general, but it's trading a little bit high. I would let it open higher and maybe pick up some shares closer to $100. Okay, so GM, General Motors, reported decent numbers. Actually beat adjusted expectations on top and bottom. On sales of its truck sales rose sharply. So, in general, I'm not a big fan of GM or Ford or any other auto manufacturer, because I think they will be hit hard, and they're very slow to react to changes in general. But pretty good numbers from GM. I cannot say anything, but I like Tesla in this space. Okay, Tesla is pretty good company in this space, and I would be buying Tesla on any pullback. Okay, staying with the automotive theme, NIO reported that they have they reported strong delivery numbers in April, 3,155 vehicles, which is double from the last month. And as you know, previously they have secured 1 billion in state funding, and they're moving their headquarters to Hefei, and so pretty good numbers for NIO. And in general, I think NIO is trading pretty low at $3.62, even though it's opening higher, it's bidding at $3.61. So it could be a good opportunity to buy closer to $3.50 for NIO. Okay, and Jacobs Engineering Group. So that company was just awarded a full extension of its contract at NASA to help with the program to land first woman and next man on the moon. Well, that's exciting. The contract value is 478 million. Pretty exciting news for Jacobs Engineering, and I think that's a very good company to be in. And in general, it's moving along with the S&P, but could be a good opportunity to get into this company. Symbol J. Okay, Wendys. Wendys reported actually lower earnings per share, 9 cents versus 14 cents expected. and but pretty much in line revenue, but it reduced its dividend, and the people were expecting it to cut its dividend. But in general, I don't know if I want to be in restaurants stocks in this environment. And I mean, even though I like Wendy's and I think it's a good company and could be a good opportunity, but I would like it to come down lower, and especially considering that I'm watching again this conversions here, just like SPY. This could go lower, I mean, in my opinion. So ANET, Arista Networks. So Arista Networks was maintained at neutral on by Bank of America Securities, and they raised their price target to $230. And generally, I like Arista. It's trading lower this morning, but if it comes down closer to $200, it could be a good opportunity to get in. Mesoblast. Mesoblast had some news, and they said that the first patients were dosed in phase 2 and 3 in their randomized controlled trials, and they're expecting 300 patients to be dosed with their treatment. And previously, a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, they reported that 10 of the patients that were treated with their actual vaccine or treatment out of 12 came off the ventilators, which was very good news. So they launched another trial, and their shares are trading higher. And actually, I own shares, and I think it's a pretty good stock to buy on this news, and a lot of excitement about this company. CPSH, CPS Technologies. Okay, that's a tiny company, and the company that sells material solutions to transportation, automotive, computer, and internet companies. They reported higher Q1 earnings per share of 5 cents, actually. So pretty good numbers for this little company. So maybe it's a good opportunity to swing trade or get in, but let it open higher and come down a little bit, and then maybe you'll have your chance. Again, symbol is CPSH. Okay, so next company is LPSN. Okay, LPSN, LivePerson. It's a conversational commerce solutions company. It's reported top and bottom beat for Q1, expects higher sales in Q2. This company allows businesses and consumers to connect, and that's pretty good numbers for LPSN. And if it comes down after it opens, maybe it's a good opportunity to get in for a swing trade. LPSN. Okay, next company is Perion Network. Okay, so this company delivers digital advertising solutions to drive engagement, user engagement, and reported 17 cents versus 3 cents expected, and revenue also beat. So big beat actually. Perion Network, stock symbol PERI. So I'm interested in this company after this results, and it's actually the shares are not opening as high as I was expecting actually. So maybe closer to $5, it could be a good opportunity to get in. NTNX, Nutanix. Okay, so Nutanix provides enterprise cloud platform solutions and issued preliminary quarterly results of 312 million to 317 million versus 308 expected. That's an interesting company also to get in, and the shares are trading higher, but closer to like $18. I think it's a good opportunity. NTNX, okay, STNG. Scorpio Tankers, that's an oil tanker company, and they reported pretty good numbers actually. Very strong Q1, beat top and bottom, and declared 10 cents dividend. And I'm planning to put out a piece on oil tankers and its relationship to oil, and how it's dependent on each other this afternoon, probably like I don't know, between 12 and 2 probably. So look out for that video. And but in general, Scorpio Tankers is reported pretty good numbers, and could be an interesting stock to buy. Okay, CVS reported very good numbers actually, better than expected Q1, guidance above analysts, and paying a decent dividend, and I think it's a good opportunity to get in CVS. ATVI. They reported it's a gaming company with stronger than expected EPS and revenue, strong guidance, and the shares are trading higher, but under $70, it's a good buy for ATVI in my opinion. So EA, that's also a gaming company, and they reported actually pretty good numbers. Beat earnings, beat by 10 cents, revenue in line, but shares are trading lower, and maybe it's a good opportunity to get in this company if it comes down too much. I mean, closer to 110 would be my ideal place for EA. Pizza, EZZA. That company, okay. Papa John's reported actually not so good, well below estimates numbers, and EPS and the revenue below withdrew 2020 guidance, and shares are lower. I mean, actually, I didn't expect that. I thought this company could outperform, but didn't report too good of a numbers, and I think it's gonna go lower. So I would stay away from PZZA. Okay, Waste Management. Okay, Waste Management. That's an interesting company to get in. They beat top and bottom despite drop in industrial waste collection. Committed to its dividend, suspended share repurchase program. But in general, Waste Management is an interesting company. I mean, I think it's a company that pays a pretty good dividend, and people are very drawn to dividends at this point. And a good company to be in this environment. And the last one I'll give you, ABBV, AbbVie. AbbVie is trading higher because they said that they won Federal Trade Commission approval for its elegant deal. Okay, so AbbVie in general is a very good company to buy, but let it come down a little bit before you buy it, because I see this convergence of Magda here, so could be an opportunity to buy it lower. Okay, that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I'll see you tomorrow.